Welcome, guys. Today, Emily and I are talking about our favorite subject.
Denim.
Denim.
Good denim is crucial to your wardrobe.
1, 2, 3.
Denim. Denim.
So today, what our goal is, and we forget, Emily and I forget that because we talk so much about it, that sometimes it can be really intimidating to walk into a store, look at our denim bar, see all of the styles and go, what's best for me? And that's why we really try to, when people are over there, grab them and say, hey, how can I help? Because you don't know the wash, you don't know the brands necessarily, and I'm just making an assumption, but a lot of people don't until they find that pair and then they know across the board, this is my pair of jeans. This is what I want and need. And it's kind of like, it's almost like brand loyalty.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you say?
Yeah, for sure.
Like, speak to that a little bit.
I mean, I'm loyal, if anything, to Free People. Like, I found a pair of, my first ever pair of Free People denim I bought here. They were the best fit ever. They were a boyfriend jean. It was a high-waisted boyfriend jean. It was such a great fit, and I was like, I will only buy Free People now. It's fit me better than any other denim I've ever worn, and it's lasted me longer. I mean, it was when I started 3 years ago, and I still wear them, and they still look great. So.
And that's
Thank you. Could you go get me some nice gloves?
Yeah, I'm not gonna stand right there.
We're back.
Minor technical difficulty.
A light bulb literally exploded because apparently you can't plug another light source into a dimmer. It doesn't matter.
It was basically leaking mercury everywhere.
Fine. We're good. Okay, so let's jump back in. I believe what we left off with, I was just starting to talk about skinnies and how to style them.
Yeah.
So I think a really good pair of skinnies in every wardrobe is important. If you are a working gal, I think a good pair of clean, skinny black jeans
all day.
is clutch because they go from coffee to cocktails. They'll take you from that work meeting into your evening plans just by mixing up something like a shoe and shedding a blazer. I prefer a high rise. Now, who looks good in a high rise?
Everyone.
Everybody looks good in a high rise.
High rise is always good.
High rise. I will say that on a mid-rise, now when I say high-rise, I'm talking about from a 9 3/4 inch to about a 12 inch. 12 inch is gonna hit you right at the rib cage. A 9 3/4, I believe actually that's what I have on, it's gonna hit you right at the belly button. If you,
I think I'm in the 12 inch for
You're
reference.
in a 12 inch. Now you have a long torso, and Emily and I are doing this video specifically, and I think one of the cool things is I can put a pair of jeans on Emily, and you have a different body type.
Yeah, they're gonna look completely different on me than they do on her.
And you might size up or down, depending. So it's really nice when you guys are sliding into our DMs if you kind of talk to us about your body type, because then we can tell you, oh, Em tried these on, or she can try them on for you because she can size up or down. When I'm in a try on, I know my body type, but having Em slide the jeans on just to make sure, I don't want you guys to go through the, return process.
Yeah,
I want you
sure.
to get it and have it be right. So, you have a long torso, you're tall, you have a long leg. All of those things are going to make the denim look different. So, but a high rise looks good on both of us. Emily also has more of a hip, like she has more of an hourglass than I do. I'm pretty straight up and down. She can do a bit of a lower rise. So an 8 3/4, it's gonna be about an inch below the belly button. Emily can really rock. For me, it's a little harder, only because I carry my weight in the middle. I've had 2 babies, that's just life. And I like the comfort that a high rise pulls everything in and up. I like the look that it gives me. And as a shorter torsoed girl, it's giving me the effect of more of a body. If I have a low rise on, I'm gonna square myself off. However, if I put a high rise on, I start to give myself a little bit of shape.
The waist.
It's gonna accentuate the waist, exactly. Thank you, that was succinct.
That's what I'm here for.
Absolutely. So, whereas Emily, she could put on a little bit of a lower rise, and because she has naturally more of a curve, she's still gonna have that curve. But those are some things to consider.
For sure.
Let's also talk about the fact that, like, inseam on a website is not always correct.
Yeah.
Especially with like the bigger companies, sometimes we'll have a DM that's like, oh, I saw online that that's a 31 inch inseam, and I'm like, no, it's not. She's a 28. I know she's a 28 because that's an ankle skinny on me, and that's what I am. So you can't always trust .com. They're moving quickly, and sometimes the details go by the wayside, or sometimes they cut a little differently. So that's why shopping small is so good, because you get that great customer service with us. But I want to show you guys a couple of quick tricks with a skinny, okay? So a couple things I do as a lover of skinny jeans and a shorter leg. You can do two things with a skinny jean. What are they?
You can roll them up.
You can roll them up or false hem them.
Oh, false hem. Yeah, roll them under.
Yeah.
Roll them up or roll them
I
up.
actually hate hemming my denim because I like to get different looks from it. So for example, in a loafer, I might just wear it down, or I might want the effect of just like a little sort of 90s style roll. But then I might want to throw a booty on and make it a little rock and roll. You know what I'm gonna do. And I'm gonna just pull it down over the booty, and I want you to see this.
This is like my favorite look to do.
This is cool.
In a boot.
This is really cool. So you can either, I mean, you can even leave it like that. That's kind of rock and roll. You can roll it up like I have it. That's a thing. That's a vibe. You can do that as well. Okay. You see that look a lot in menswear. A lot of men do that, even with the loafer. That's a big thing.
Yeah.
You and I are super influenced by menswear too.
All day.
Love those trends. Or you can do sort of a rock and roll vibe. We'll call that the Natalie, and sort of do that like Beatles 60s kind of inspired mod Chelsea boot thing, and pull it down over the top of the boot, and it kind of gives it like a cleaner line, I would say.
I also feel like it makes your leg look longer. You don't have the exact like cut off.
That cutoff point is everything. One of the things about a false hem that's important is just to like really carefully, you don't want the under roll to be baggy. So what she's doing, she's taking the hem of the jean and folding it under and then smoothing it out. So it's just, do you see, I mean, there you go.
So easy.
A hem in 20 seconds.
Yeah.
And the way I'll even it out, I'll look in a mirror and just make sure that it looks nice and even. That's the only tell on a false hem. And this is even a distressed, it has a little shark bite to it. And it kind of looks cool. You can just see an edge of a little bit of distressing. It's kind of a cool look. Let's talk about our next style, which is sort of a mom jean.
So this is Cut by Cloth. This is one of our favorite brands.
Why is it our favorite?
Cut by Cloth. First of all, their denim is so soft. It's so nice. And
really
then,
good quality.
Yeah,
Really well
this
sewn.
is for and this is your curvy girl. Cut is for if you have bigger hips like me. Like I love cut. Katie wears a lot of articles.
I don't love cut. It's hard on my body.
Yeah,
I love
because
cut.
you're straight.
On my body, it's a harder fit.
Yeah.
It's a little harder fit. It's not that high rise, and it's cut for a girl with curves.
Yeah.
And we love that. I would say articles is cut for a little bit of a straighter girl.
I agree.
Not always. I mean, it's certainly, that's not the rule of thumb.
Yeah.
If you need a great black skinny, do this one because it looks good on everybody. But this, I don't know, cut just seems to like pull all the curves. It just like, it gives the figure like,
It's good.
It's yummy.
Yeah.
Right? Let's also talk about a girlfriend versus a boyfriend jean. Because I get that question a lot when I'm styling people. I'll say, oh, that's a great girlfriend jean. Do you know the answer?
Yes. Oh, okay, so a boyfriend jean is gonna hit lower usually. It's gonna be a little bit baggier. It's not gonna give you that much shape. It's gonna be almost a more oversized look.
Yeah.
With a straight leg.
Yeah.
A girlfriend jean is gonna be higher waist. It's gonna hit tighter. It's gonna pull more through here. And then
Kind of that classic Levi's look.
Yeah. That kind of Cindy Crawford's Kate Spade.
Yes,
yeah.
absolutely.
That
In the
old school
90s.
Levi's.
Yes.
Tommy look. Yeah.
And then let's, if we're gonna go to that 90s reference, I would say that those old school Calvin Kleins where like the boxers are coming out, that's the boyfriend style, the really sort of loose and baggy, which is such a vibe. And you know I love a boyfriend, even though I'm petite and I shouldn't, because boyfriends can be hard on petite people, but when you find the right pair, and you know, if you find the right pair, you fall in love. And if you style it properly. I think with a boyfriend jean, the key is how you pair it.
It's balanced. Yeah.
100% balanced. So, boyfriend and girlfriend, both great styles, and you know, it's just whatever you're into. And I think we can show some good examples of both, right?
For sure.
So, the straight leg, this is a great way to forward. One of the things I want to note about a straight leg that I love is the way that it fits with a booty for fall. It just kind of falls nicely. It has like a choppy kind of look, but I'm into it. And if you're shorter and it's choppy, just give yourself some height, right?
Yeah.
Giving yourself a little bit of a lift is going to make that choppiness less noticeable. It's going to lengthen the leg.
Even with a heel, like a girlfriend jean, a heel, it's so good. Blazer, all day.
Let's move on to a flare. Let's talk quickly about a flare. A flare looks good on everybody, a high-rise flare.
These are so
Everybody.
cool too.
They elongate the leg, they slim the waist. I mean, they just do all of the things. Look at photos of women in the 70s. Everybody looks amazing. They're all in freaking flares, right?
Yeah, it really kind of balances out your body because you
Balances
have
the body.
You have the tiny waist, you have the
the
hips
curve.
going out, and then you have it going back out.
Gives the curve, comes back in through the leg, and then bells out again. It is
It's good.
so stinking flattering. I love it. I can't say enough about a flare. That's
They're
really
great.
all we have to say. It looks good on everybody. Let's round this out with our 2 Free People straights. And we do get straights in other styles, but this is in the Free People. It is wacky. It's really, okay, so these are more of what I would call the rigid denim. They're really soft and they're not rigid, but they fall into that sort of classic 100% cotton, no stretch denim. So I also like to say, and I should have said this up front, one of the things I like to say about all denim, whether it has stretch or it's 100% cotton, in the fitting room, I want your jeans to be a little on the tight side.
Because they're gonna loosen up.
These guys are both a mid-rise. This is the Maggie. This is a jean we can't keep in stock.
Yeah.
I actually think, I don't have the Maggie, but I think I'm gonna add it
I
to my
have the Maggie
collection.
and I love it.
Because all I'm wearing nowadays are the straights. And I
That's all
only
we
have a
wear.
couple pairs and I'm rotating them in constantly and I need another. So the Maggie is a great one. And this guy is really lightweight and soft. And I just feel like such a good style.
Now this denim has more of a stretch too. Like
Yeah,
it's
it
different.
does. It is a little different, I will say. What do you want to bet it's 1%?
Starbucks tomorrow.
Wait, what do you think it is? What percentage of stretch? You're saying you're stretching it.
5.
I don't even know. I don't know.
3. All right.
No, I don't even. I'd say 0 to 1. I don't
3.
even know that they're stretching this. I don't. There's no stretch in that.
All right. Well,
All right, let's
that's
see. All right, let's see. Who's gonna win?
I always win the bets around here.
That is kind of.
Natalie owes me Red Lobster when she gets back.
100% cotton.
I don't work tomorrow.
Thanks for hanging with us, guys. I hope you learned something today. I hope we were able to help you. Come shop with us, and see you next time.
Have a great day.
Have a great day.